Welcome to Utopia, favored ones. Come on in, take a seat at the round table, and we will get into your reading. I'm Kymmy, and today's topic, I was getting the message of hero with a side of justice, feeling more Alice. And I was getting this message of like you're feeling more yourself, especially since there's been a lot of renovations and revamping energy, especially in my neighborhood, because there was like a lot of high windstorm and it took down a lot of people's roofs and like siding, and a bunch of trees were like fell over and stuff. So you may be dealing with a lot of natural disasters in your area, or you could be dealing with like you know, besides renovations like revolution, you could be dealing with a lot of things going sideways, as they would say, being on the right side of history. And I feel like you're finding yourself being on the right side of history right now. You're feeling more Alice and not going along with other people's narratives. If you got you covered. If you're going to pick sides, then you're picking your own side right now, is what I wrote down when I was getting the downloads. But yeah, neighbors redoing their whole siding and houses. So you could be in construction. You could be having renovations done to your own house. You could be revamping your style, especially when like inside of the movie Alice in Wonderland, there was like all the people inside of the Queen of Hearts court that was wearing like a big everything to make a part of them seem bigger, right? And I feel like you're stepping into your authenticity, and you don't need to try hard to stand out. You shine. You are very Alice. No matter where you go, whether you're big or small, you make a lasting impression. Yeah, some of you may be wearing wigs, and you're like trying new styles on, seeing what you like. Plus, it doesn't matter. There's no shade for wearing a wig. I personally can't deal with the sensory, but if it works for you, I feel like it's that you're rocking the style. You're not allowing people to be like, well, you can't wear a wig, or off with your head for having a fashion sense. Oh my, what a debauchery. But for real, I feel like you could be revamping like your look, and maybe even your persona. Maybe you do. I'm getting the energy of like drag shows. You could be transitioning and presenting more femme or more mask. It is Pride Month, so you could be feeling more yourself, feeling yourself. And of course, that comes along with, the Pride Parade was originally a riot. It was a form of protesting. So some of you may be protesting, and you're making sure that you are covered up and wearing stuff so that you're not recognized, and like bringing extra water to take care of yourself and be safe out there for those who are on the front line. And, for those who aren't able to be on the front line, show support as much as you can where you can. I know that a lot of us are burnt out at this time, and we have a lot of things going on in our day-to-day life that, the system was created to keep us that way, to keep us busy. Busy bees aren't searching for a new queen. And I feel like that's the case for you. You're slaying that the Jabberwocky. You're slaying it, and that reminds me of it because like the siding got taken down by the Jabberwocky falling, and it's bringing to mind the Berlin Wall, and like the wall being torn down and families being reunited. So you could be being reunited with your family, your chosen family, or that is you, flip side, you know. It could be the opposite energy that could be getting picked up, and you're helping others reunite with their family, you know, taking supplies out. You know, it's giving me the image of encampments, like maybe you're survived by natural disaster, and now all you have is those encampments, and people are trying to help you get back home, rebuild your home, rebuild the community. Some of you could have had to rebuild your community because of when the shutdown happened for back in 2019, 2020, you know, and you're rebuilding your community brick by brick, and really fortifying yourself and being kind, knowing that kindness will bring your name into rooms that you aren't in. I find that kindness carries further, you know, like just like how gunshots and bombs and everything are really, really loud, but as soon as it stops and it's safe, the birds will start chirping again. Yeah, they can be annoying, but that's because we're safe enough to feel annoyed for having our peace disturbed. And that's pretty amazing. Like, that's a privilege to have the time and energy to be annoyed by birds. I love it personally. I'm a bird watcher. I think you get that unlocked at a certain age. I unlocked it very early. I got it as one of my badges. So yeah, a lot of you could be earning your certificates, graduating at this time, getting a certificate, earning a badge, or like earning the belt. If you guys are into wrestling, you can have wrestling matches at school, and you're taking down like the biggest guy on campus, or like, of course, if it's battle rap, you're taking the champ out. I feel like you're upgrading, and if you're not at that stage yet, I feel like whatever your big goal, like your big opponent, who would be your dream opponent, or, you know, getting into your dream school, getting accepted, uh, a loan for your business, you know, stuff like that. I feel like you're really knocking that out, like you're defeating that Jabberwocky and becoming more Alice, you know, feeling yourself. You're done licking your wounds, like when she had the scrape and licked the wounds and it disappeared. Like, you had a time to feel that pain. You're done licking your wounds, and you're ready to revamp. You could be part of like stage crew, whether you build and tear down stages, or scenery for movies, backstages. You could create backgrounds for music videos and stuff like that. Like, I'm really feeling like stagehand energy as well. Just master builder. You are a master builder, and you're always rebuilding constantly. Like, you are the sculptor and the sculpture. You're constantly redefining who you are and redefining what your success is. And I feel like that's really amazing, knowing that you were able to find out who are you, right? And I feel like you're really stepping into that. You are finding out who you really are. You're no longer reacting and acting out in the way that you used to when people would test your patience. You're very strategic, and you're innovative. You're really innovative. You know how to, like, being a master builder. Like, because taking on the Jabberwocky, blah, 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 blah. Some of you could be going to, doing another take with, like, your podcast, or you may have not hit record while you were doing a video filming content, and I'm like hearing like take 2, and it may feel like restarting over is an impossible task, but like Alice even said, think of 10 impossible things before breakfast. And I feel like you may have felt, I'm getting the feeling of like feeling like getting up early in the morning and like eating right and stuff like that was a really impossible task. Maybe you're neurodivergent, you don't have as much spoons, you could not be able-bodied, and you're finding ways to help give yourself that edge without shaming yourself, giving yourself grace, like knowing that if you need a wheelchair ramp at 11:11, you're getting that built for yourself. If you need time to sit down in between sets and stuff like that, if you can't go touring back to back each night, you're setting it up for weekends over time and then just flying out for the weekend. Maybe you have responsibilities like animals at home, but if you feel like it's whatever you feel like is impossible is possible when you're feeling more Alice. So if you need to wear those wigs, you're not giving yourself shame, If you need to take a bit longer before in between readings because you have a lot of other activities and priorities outside of that, then you're worth the wait, my loves. You are worth the wait. Always, forever, period. And if they don't think you're worth the wait, then, well, the only thing that's not meant for you will pass you by. Then you were meant for bigger things. Bigger and better things. Yeah, it may have felt, but back to where it was like felt impossible because you had to restart that recording. You're pressing recording. You're pressing, record again, and not letting that moment of disappointments dictate how you're going to move forward. Not getting that business deal with a certain place, getting no from a certain realtor. Know that moving on, you will find a bigger and better place. Like when I was moving into the house after the fire, and we were really like just willing to take anything at the beginning because we just wanted to get somewhere for our bleebs to be safe and have a place to be home and go to work, lay our head down at night. But the one that we're going to get, if we got rejected from it and we were so upset because it was, we're in the area that we needed and it was decent, but it was none of the stuff that we really wanted inside. But, we were thinking beggars can't be choosers, right? And the universe was like, nah, I'm not on a budget. No. You are not going to settle for that. Take this rejection. I'm like, there's got to be a bigger, better thing. And then it came with all the stuff that we both talked about wanting inside of a home, and it's just really beautiful, and I'm wishing for that as well. I'm manifesting with you all of your dreams come true. The things that you feel are impossible, I want to lend you my strength and my love backed by the universe to help you and send you that love, learning to know when to walk away when the cups are empty, so that you can move on to bigger and better resources. You could be getting, you could have been cut off from certain resources for a while, and you're getting it's starting, you're like, what is the message, Spirit? I'm tired, Grandpa. Well, that's just too bad. Keep digging. So Holes, the movie Holes, knowing when you should start digging in another hole, right? Knowing when to stop and knowing when to keep going. And the universe doesn't want you to have to dig all those holes and be tired anymore, is the message that I'm getting. They're getting me because, you know, the one shovel was super small and the boy was super small as well, so we didn't have to dig as much, you know. And the universe is saying you don't have to dig so deep, you know, with the song um, from Princess and the Frog, where it's like, dig a little deeper, find out what you need. And the universe is saying, you can stop digging now. You found it. You found your purpose. And it wants it to help you bring everything into the physical easier. They have all the tools, and they want to bring in all the resources, and not the ones that are broken. Like, if you're gonna get that new tire, you're gonna get those new noise canceling headphones, you're gonna get those new swimming trunks, you know. You're gonna get the resources you need to feel more Alice, to feel more fun. And they're congratulating you for walking away from those empty cups. But don't feel like you need to dig deeper and be like, why didn't I get it? And start reframing and being like, what's coming? Like, if that big juicy snack coming down the conveyor belt isn't for me because it has a big sign over it saying reserved, not for you, and you're like, but I really want I want that. I want that. The universe is like, don't worry, I got you. And then around the corner comes your favorite snack, so huge, so beautiful, and like 3-tier cake style, you know, that you wanted, that you got rejected for at a certain bakery, but now you're getting that you wanted a 2-tier cake for your wedding, and you got rejected from a certain place because they had too many bookings, and that was your favorite bakery, but you go to another one who has just as good of reviews, and they're willing to give you a 3-tier cake for less of the price and way more detailing on it, and available for the day you need it for. If you have any additions to the family, or like whether it's through marriage or you have a fur baby, or, you know, little additional pipettes of feet on the ground, congratulations. For all those who are graduating, congratulations. For feeling more yourself, that is so amazing. For those who are coming out, happy coming out. Like, I just feel like you walked away from being unsatisfied. You are leaving behind feeling unfulfilled. You are reaching your full potential and living up to your destiny. Like, you're a hero with a side of justice. Like, you are bringing justice for those who aren't able to speak up for themselves. You're an advocate. And I feel like not even for like just like for children and like those with disabilities, you can be a caretaker. But I'm definitely getting the feeling of an advocate for animals. Like, very huge advocate for animals. Yeah, you're no longer letting Tweedledee and Tweedledum annoy you. You're like, that's not worth my time. Like, they're just gonna be who they are, and I'm just gonna like let it be. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. But yeah, like, a lot of you could be getting messages from giants at this time, or you may enjoy watching the sports team, the Giants. But I got here the Makuna Matata. This is what my brain wanted to say the whole time. I'm like, come on, Kim, that doesn't say Hakuna, okay? It's Makuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata, ain't no passing through. Okay, it means no worries for the rest of your days. That's what, yes. And spirit is like, you walked away from that way of thinking. You're no longer accepting empty cups. Means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. So you could resonate with Caradwin or Bran as well, or anyone who could be doing rituals with your I was gonna say colander, but that's not what that is. That's a cauldron. But yeah, cauldrons could be important to you. You could be doing, what are they called? Simmer pots. Those are really lovely for boosting the energy in the home. But yeah, you're getting that golden goose. You're slaying the Jabberwocky. You have climbed up the beanstalk. And you got that golden goose, baby. Like, look at that. The universe wants you to win. Your reign has begun. It's time. It's time with the rainbow here as well. Yeah, you're planting seeds of change for those who are fighting in the revolution and fighting against, even like just talking to your family, teaching them about, trans rights and, human rights, and all together, really. That's what it really is. Fruitful abundantness. I got the beans. Bins. Yeah, I got them bins. So a lot of you could be working on automotives, or you could really like sports car. If you like sports car, let me know what's your favorite type down below. Maybe you like muscle cars instead. If you got a favorite car, let me know what it is down below. But yeah, you could be planting seeds, whether this is seeds of love for yourself. This could be seeds of knowledge for people to be awakened. It could be planting seeds just in your garden so that you can have, the watchful eye over how your food is being grown. Lightning is reminding me of Thor, so Thursday could be important to you. You just may enjoy Marvel a lot as well, which is totally valid. It's giving me eyes in the sky, though, so you could be talking with the sky giants. Because Bran is a giant as well, so Raven, your name could be Raven. Or you can, connect with ravens. It's like reminds me of Beyond the Veil. Like, well, I was gonna say Odin's watchful eye, but it also is giving me Mordor, so you could enjoy Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies. You could like eating Donald Glover. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is for beginners. You don't even know. Don't be mad because I'm doing me better than you doing you. Don't be mad. So yeah, the universe wants you to know that you eating, okay? You are definitely 100%, being gifted from the cornucopia. They want you to know that you are fruitful and that you are abundant. So let me see. And yeah, along your journey. So 7s could be important to you. 16 could be important to you. Maybe the June 16th or January 6th could be your birthday as well. Could be 777s a lot. Maybe that's you putting tokens inside of a raffle or lotto, and the universe wants to give what the universe wants you to win. A lot of you could, yeah, doing a school raffle or like a bake sale, I'm getting as well, will be very successful. That's wonderful. I love hearing that. But yeah, they want you to feel safe along your journey, to live comfortably, you know? They want you to live comfortably is the most as I'm getting, especially with like the 6 beans and all together. Like Mr. Bean can be important to you as well. Where it's giving me the image where it's like the GIF and it's like him just giving the middle finger to everyone down the street while he's being drove around. So some of you may resonate with a limo. Yeah, even superheroes go around wearing wigs and stuff for their costumes and everything. So a lot of you could be costumes or fashion designers, I'm getting as well. Let's see what it says in the book. 16. A state of transition. Yeah, leaving behind what is no longer familiar, moving towards the unknown, connecting to the highness. Well, I'm on point for the message, but the one thing I wanted to look at was, yes, the astrology rulers of the Makana, Hakuna Matata, is Mercury and Uranus, or Uranus. um, Oh, yo, the Makana beans is also known as Nescaf. So the roasting and stuff. Yeah, a lot of you could be into roasting each other, like with battle rap, I said it before. With the beans as well. Yeah, brewing beans. A lot of you can be switching over to natural caffeine. You could be baristas. Yeah. That's super cool. But with Mercury, you're really good at communication, and Uranus is like, I forget who's attached to Uranus. But if you look up different deities or guides attached with it, you may look into that. That may be something you want to look into. But yeah, it says here, choosing comfort and having trust in the unknown. Being spontaneous is like road trip. Do you want to go to here? It's like there's this. You're like back in the day when you would knock on someone's door and be like, "Can you play?" Just because you felt like you had free time and you run over. Some of you may still feel in that energy. I know I definitely have a few friends where if I know they'll be home, I'll go on an adventure and roll up, and it's not the same thing as pull up, but roll up and say hi. Be like, you want to smoke? Do you want to hang out? Do you want to play some Pokemon, RuneScape, stuff like that? A lot of you could be gathering. Yeah, magic is gathering. A lot of you could be gathering together. It doesn't have to be for board games. Like that could definitely be one of the things that you bet on when I was saying gambling earlier. Is like you pay in for drafts. So you could be part of the pull drafts is something that you enjoy treating yourself with, and knowing that you're worth a spontaneous investment, right? I think that feeling more Alice is about feeling yourself. So I'm happy to hear that you're feeling yourself and that you are becoming your own hero and with a side of justice, and defeating that Jabberwocky by slicing it off, taking the head of the problem, taking the problem head on, and cutting it down. For those who are in construction and doing renovations, may you have a swift and successful renovation. And for all those who listened and come through to my videos and leave likes and comments, I appreciate you so much. And it's just a lot of fun getting to know all of you personally. And for all the donations, I appreciate. I'm really excited about the mutual exchange. Of course, all of your lovely energies. I love getting to really just delve in. I can tell, and you can tell. Stick the landing, okay? You're gonna stick the landing, I promise. Remember to eat, hydrate, rest, and have fun. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.